My name is Robert Daniel. I'm a 49-year-old citizen of the United States. I am not a wu-nuwaupu. I'm here on behalf of Dr. Malachi York, who I met 3 months ago in the Jones County LEC. I never knew him before then, and I witnessed. I'm not under the influence, or I'm doing this tape of my own free will. I've suffered some of the same things that Dr. York is going through, still going through now, and I felt compelled to do this on his behalf. It's the right thing to do. I was in the Jones County LEC from February the 19th of this year, 2004. I was released 3 days ago, July 20th, I believe the date was, on Monday. And I witnessed what went on. I was in the same block with Dr. York for the latter 3 months of my jail term, and I witnessed a lot of things that went on with him, and it actually filtered off of his situation onto me, just because I was a good friend of his in the jailhouse. The inmates all knew it. We could see a change in direction on how they would give me things that I needed, like pain medication like Advil, or check on things like my mail. They even got to the point that they would hold my mail back. They started opening up my legal mail with me not present. I would receive it with an open state, and I know definitely that's not right. They were doing the same things to me that they were doing to Dr. York, and we were both being singled out of the 16 inmates in that block, and it just wasn't right for them to do it to him or me, and that's why I'm here now.
To reiterate, are you being compensated or paid or any form of fashion, or why are you doing this tape?
I'm not being paid. I'm doing this tape out of compassion for my friend, out of compassion for any inmate that will come into that jail system. It needs shaping up. The jail system does. Unless somebody does something. Most inmates have a beef, a gripe, grounds for even lawsuits when they leave there, but they don't do nothing. Mm-hmm. And this opportunity for me to help to get something done at that county jail system. Mm-hmm. But I have not been approached with any deals. I just have been involved up there with their shenanigans going on. Mm-hmm. And Dr. York is my friend, and he's being done. He's being done wrong up there. I know that for a fact. You got 2 officers down there in the form of Lovick and Woods that are they're treating inmates wrong. Mm-hmm. And Dr. York and myself are high on the list to be treated the way we are. We don't suck up to them. We try to play fair.
As far as the inmate's relationship with Dr. York, as far as his case, because he's charged with, among a few other things, child molestation is a very serious charge, and usually child molestation, even alleged molesters, once you're accused of that, you become a monster, right, things like that. So what is the feel in there as far as the inmates and the jailers, as opposed to him being charged with molestation?
Well, I'm human too, and I first landed there in T block, adjacent to A block, where Dr. York is. I never heard the man talk. I just see him walking by, going to stores of visitation. He was always good spirits, and I was like general population, manipulated by the news media that he was guilty of sex molestation, and I'm not a violent kind. I would just like shake my head or inside I would think that, shake my head like, how could you, like that. Then when I got over in the cell with him, it didn't take but 2 or 3 days, I realized this man ain't guilty. Mm-hmm. It's just certain vibes people put out, and everybody, a lot of them were getting closer contact to Dr. York through me. I would get to know them, where he would alienate from them because he didn't know them, and I would tell him he's all right. He's not out to get you, nothing like that, or playing their games and all. And everyone that got to know him, nobody has been in that block with him, and they have a turnover every 3 or 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. Nobody's come out of that block saying that he was guilty. Mm-hmm. Everybody that has been in that block with that man realized he was innocent. The people in my world, I run across that debate with them now. They're relying on the news media that says he's guilty, and I get tired of them saying he's guilty, but I won't get tired of saying he's innocent, because an innocent man shouldn't have served time for anything. And he's an innocent man. He's a friend of mine, and for that reason, and the reason that the inmates that I left up there, I know at least 60 of them, for the sake of all of them, the jail needs to change. The jail needs to change. Somebody needs to do something to change the way the jail's being ran.
Okay, are you willing to, in case Dr. York pursues like a lawsuit or things of how he's been treated, how the jail has been treating him, and things like that, are you willing to back up this video with testimony in court if need be?
Very much so. Okay. When I do something, I follow through with it. This does my heart good to do this, and I'm here. I still feel his pain. Mm-hmm. I shared it, and I still feel it now. I feel like I've been violated.
Okay, so if Dr. York had a chance to see this tape, what would you tell him at this point, now that you're on the other side, now that you're out and he's still incarcerated, and you witnessed all the things he's going through and still going through? What would you say to him now at this point?
Hang in there. Stick to your guns. You will be out. That's the way I feel. I feel the case is turning around on him. He's a Liberian diplomat. He was a Liberian diplomat when they arrested him, and he's still one now. And he knows he's going to get out. He just knows it. He knows he's innocent, and he will get out. And I believe that with him. And I feel like everybody else in there does. The man's been railroaded. It ain't right to do people like that. They see it go on with other people. Inmates are smart in areas that the general population ain't. They know how the system works. They know how inmates are done wrong. They know he's been done wrong. And I know he's been done wrong. And I would tell him to just stick to his guns, hang in there. He will be out. He will be out. Okay. Most of the inmates leave from up there, and they do not do anything about how they were treated. They just let it drop. People in general are lazy. And Dr. York, he helped me in a lot of ways, and I helped him too. He surprised me one time at the supper table and asked me did I realize how much I'd helped him. I said, how? He had really lost his faith in humanity, especially the Caucasian race, and I helped restore that. And in turn, he has helped me to become more spiritual aware, and I'm a better person from being around Dr. York. My life is together. I needed him to come into my life, or someone like him at this particular time in my life, to set me back on the right track. I went through a divorce 3 years ago, and it's been a rough road since. I'm not the first one to travel that road. Won't be the last one. But fortunately, Dr. York was there to point me down the better road. And I thank him for that. I owe him a lot for that. And he's a good man. He's a real good man.